Hey friends, it is Miss Liz and I would like to welcome you to today's program. Today is salty and sweet. Now this program is designed to test out your taste buds. We are going to combine a salty food with a sweet food in our test kitchen to see what combination of flavors you enjoy the most. So if you like salty and sweet snacks and you like spending time in the kitchen, this is the perfect program for you! So Salty and Sweet was designed as a make and take program for the South Pennington Public Library. If you were registered and picked up your bag from the library, you may notice a bunch of goodies are included in your bag. In that kit, you're going to find 2 bags of potato chips, 2 bags of pretzels, and 2 bags of chocolate chips, 1 milk chocolate and 1 white chocolate. These are going to be the bases for what we need for today's test kitchen. Some other stuff you're going to want to find in your kitchen are going to be things to top your creations with. So this is entirely up to you and depends on what you love the most. You can use stuff like bacon, or caramel, or more chocolate chips, or marshmallows, or peanut butter, or candy, or peppermints. Pretty much the possibilities are endless. It's whatever you have in your kitchen is what you're going to use to create your salty and sweet creations. I'm going to show you some of the supplies in my video when I make my chips of what I'm going to use, but feel free to gather as many things as you want. You can make this taste test as big or as small that works for you. What you're also going to need for this taste test is the scoring sheet that was included in your make and take bag. This scoring sheet is designed for us to track our progress as we go through our taste test, to see which ones we like and which ones we maybe hate or are the grossest thing we've ever eaten. Only time will tell, and once we make these creations will you be able to decide what was the best flavor and what was the worst. So if you are ready to get started, head on to your kitchen. I'm going to go ahead to mine and we are going to start our salty and sweet taste test. So if you are following along with this program at home using the grab and go bag provided by the library, you will notice that there are a few ingredients in that bag that we are going to need for today's salty and sweet taste test. If you are doing this at home and don't have a grab and go bag, that's okay. I'm also going to go through the ingredients so you know exactly what we're going to use. The first thing you're going to need or to find in your grab and go kit is those potato chips. You're also going to want to get some pretzels. So again, if you have the grab and go kit from the library, you will find 2 bags of those in there for you. Or if you're doing them at home, grab whatever pretzels you have. You're also going to want some chocolate chips. This is so that we can melt them to make our chocolatey base. And lastly, you're going to want to grab some white chocolate chips just to create a variety of flavors. In addition to those items that were in your grab and go kits, feel free to go on a scavenger hunt and find some other supplies that you're going to want to use to cover your chips in chocolate. So now think of something that you think will pair well with salty and sweet. Do you want to add something like bacon to your potato chips? Or do you want to add some cereal? You can add some marshmallows. You can add some peanuts. You can add a caramel sauce. You can add some Oreos. You can add some peppermint candies. This is your taste test, so you're going to use the stuff that you can find in your kitchen, just like I found this stuff in my kitchen, to cover your potato chips with. There is no right or wrong answer for what you want to use. So just go on a hunt, find some supplies in your kitchen, and then I'm going to show you the basics how to make them, and then you are going to create your own salty and sweet taste test. So the first thing you're going to need for this taste test outside of your ingredients is you're going to want to grab a pan or a flat plate, just like this. And you're going to want to grab a piece of wax paper or parchment paper or tin foil. This is going to be where we put our wet potato chips so they have time to dry and harden. So make sure you have a nice wide surface that's going to fit all of your goodies on it, or get 2 pans if you need to do that, whatever you prefer. Once you have your pan or plate set with your paper, you can push it to the side. And then you're going to take your chocolate chips and your white chocolate chips, and you're going to put them in a microwave safe bowl. These are each gonna go in the microwave for 30 seconds individually so that we can melt them down. So I'm gonna start with the dark chocolate, but if you wanna go with the white chocolate first, that's cool too, whatever you prefer. Just know that whichever one you melt first is gonna be the one that you work with first. So I'm gonna do this one. We're gonna put them in the microwave for 30 seconds and then we'll check back and see what it looks like. After 30 seconds, you're gonna take out those chips, you're gonna stir them around and see if they started to melt. If they didn't, like mine didn't, you're gonna put them back in and keep repeating this process for, do 15 seconds at a time because you don't wanna burn your chocolate. And then once it's all liquidy, you know you're good to go, which I will show you what that looks like when we get there. So I'm gonna pop this back in and keep doing it in 15-second increments. And then we are going to get started on the next step once we have some melted chocolate. You know your chocolate is good to go when there are no chips left in it and it is a nice smooth chocolate spin like that. So what you're gonna do this step, you wanna work fast because this chocolate will harden quicker than you think. You're gonna take whatever you're using, either your chip or your pretzel, and you're gonna dip it in so that half of it is covered in chocolate. Then you're gonna take it, put it on your tray, and let it dry. Repeat this process with all of your stuff. Feel free to alternate between your chips and your pretzels. And then just make sure you save some so that you could do it with the white chocolate next. Once you have all of your salty treats covered with some sweet chocolate, you are then gonna take whatever you wanna try to put on your items and crush them on there. So for this, I'm gonna put some rice cake, some Rice Chex cereal onto one of them, just like this. So that's gonna be one of my taste testers. I'm gonna do that to a few. Push it in there so it sets in the chocolate as it dries. Then I want to take some Oreos and try a taste test to see how that tastes salty and sweet. So I'm going to crush them up and kind of put it into my chocolate. I want to see how marshmallows taste on one of these, so I'm going to take those and put some marshmallows on my chips with my chocolate. And lastly, I want to put caramel on one to see how it tastes, so I'm just going to spoon some on there. And that is my milk chocolate taste test tray. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this aside. I want the chocolate to harden. So you're gonna leave it for about 15 to 20 minutes and then come back to it. So while these are drying, I'm gonna repeat that exact process using my white chocolate chips. That way we can compare if we like milk chocolate or white chocolate better. So again, you're gonna take this and put this in the microwave for 30 seconds to start. Take it out, spin it around to see how melted it is, and keep doing it in 15-second increments from there until you get a nice melted white chocolate. So I'm gonna head to my microwave, just like you should head to your microwave, and we will meet back here when it is time to start dipping this one. And we're back with some nice melted white chocolate this time around. So it is going to be the same deal as when we dipped our salty treats into the milk chocolate that we're going to do with our white chocolate, and you're going to add whatever toppings you want. So stir it up one more time, give it a nice stir, and start your dipping. Once you're all covered, just like we did with the chocolate on top of our salty treats, you are now going to top these with whatever toppings you have at home that you want to try and see how they'll taste. So now you're gonna let these sit to the side for about 15-20 minutes to harden up. In the meantime, while these are hardening, this is a great time for you to clean your kitchen and make sure that you don't leave a mess for your grown-up. So get some of those plates in the sink, get them washed out, and we will meet back here for the taste test to conclude this program. Welcome back. It has been about 25 minutes since I last left you all, and I was letting my chocolate harden. You will know that it is ready to go when you pick up a chip and nothing falls off of it. It is one solid mass. So what we're gonna do, if you wanna turn this into a taste test with me today, is we're gonna put all of our chips in categories on our plate. You're gonna grab a nice big plate, and I'm gonna put them in topping categories. So I'm gonna put all the marshmallows together, all the cereal ones together, that kind of stuff. So as you can see, I decided to separate my taste test depending on the topping. So I have my white chocolate covered in regular chocolate. I have my cereal toppings. I have my caramel topped ones. I have my candy cane topped ones. I have my Oreo topped ones. And I have my marshmallow topped ones. If you did a variety of flavors like this, feel free to disperse your plate as such. Or if you want to put all the white chocolate on one side and the dark chocolate on the other side, that's totally cool too, however you want to do your taste test. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take out that salty and sweet taste test sheet that came in your grab and go kit. If you aren't registered or have a grab and go kit, that's okay. I'm going to put an image of what it looks like on the screen so you can make your own. Feel free to pause or screenshot this and just grab yourself a blank piece of paper and create your own. So the first thing you're going to do if you're doing this by yourself is you're going to decide which one you want to try first. If you are doing this as a family, feel free to decide on which one you all want to try together. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that first taste test sample and you're going to write it down on your taste test sheet. So mine is going to look like this. It's going to say base potato chip, chocolate covering, chocolate, and topping is going to be Chex Mix cereal. After that's written down, you're going to take your chip, you're going to take a nice bite of it, and after you've tested it, you're gonna rate it 1 through 5. 1 being, this is the grossest thing you've ever had, or 5 being, oh my goodness, I wanna make this over and over and over and over again. After you've had time to bite it, taste it, and rate it, you can also have a little note section that is next to it. I like to put that in case you think, this wasn't the best with the rice cereal, but I wonder if Cheerios would taste better. And you can write yourself a little note. That way you can do this taste test again with a whole new batch of ingredients. After you've tried the first flavor, you can continue on all around your taste test plate. And I'm gonna keep going with this plate, and I hope you all keep going with me at home. So fill out that score sheet and see which flavor you like the best. Thank you all so much for joining me for today's Salty and Sweet program. I hope you had a delicious time just like I did. If you would like to show me any of your culinary creations or share with me some of the flavors that you mixed together, I would love to know what you did in your test kitchen. Please feel free to send me an email to the email address below and show me your pictures, show me your score sheet, or just tell me what you tried. I would love to hear and see some creations. It might be a combo that I want to try myself in the future. So thank you again for joining me today. I hope you had fun. And we here at the South Huntington Public Library miss you all so much and can't wait to see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.